Good evening. I'd planned to make a different video today, but it's still not ready yet. It's taking me quite a long time to get the video together that I wanted to put out today. So I wanted to make a quick video, but also a very important video. I've been asked a lot more recently what I think Bigfoot is. What are they exactly? And that's kind of the big question here. That's kind of the main reason why when people see them, they don't know what it is. And I'm going to tell you right now that for me personally, this is obviously speculation. I don't know for sure. I don't have some insider source, but just from the encounters, the things I've heard, uh, my experience in the woods, from the photo evidence that we have, from audio recordings, from what other people who know a lot more than me about it, just kind of what my opinion has ended up being over the years. And it changed a lot at first. At first I thought they were an ape, then I thought they were some kind of human. Then for a long time I was thinking maybe they were some kind of Gigantopithecus remains. But in the last probably 2 years or so, it stayed pretty consistent on what they think they are. For those of you who would like to really dive into the subject of what is Sasquatch, what is Bigfoot, I did a couple videos a while back. If you look down my video list, I'll leave them in the description, a link to them. The first one was what is Bigfoot, or what is Sasquatch? Are they human? And I spent a lot of time on that first one, are they human video. I look at their language. I look at their tool use. I look at a lot of their different behaviors and compare them to humans. Now, both of these videos, I'm not saying that they are human. I don't think that they are. And the part two is a little more of an out there one. It's is Bigfoot the Nephilim? Because that seems to be a pretty popular theory, that there's some kind of a giant species left over that maybe interbreed or has something that maybe would affect maybe really long lifespans, or some of their more supernatural abilities and infrasound and mind speak. And the Nephilim really isn't that bad an idea of what these things could be, or maybe some of their lineage, or maybe a small part of their DNA. So if you want to take a look at those two videos, I did them a while back, so they're probably not as good as some of my newer stuff, but I recommend you go check them out. So what are they? That's the big question. For me personally, I'm of the opinion, if we want to talk percentages, that they are somewhere between 60 and 70 to maybe even 80% ape. For the record, I'm talking about the type 1s and type 2s, the big patty type Sasquatch, and also the wood boogers, because the patty seem to look very gorilla-like and the wood boogers seem to be a lot more chimp-like. And the way they work themselves up, the way that they build nests, the way that they use simple tool use has been reported, and the way that they gift and their vocalizations, a lot of it seems very, very ape-like, and that's undoubtable. And the sagittal crest, the protruding brow ridge, their general build, their body hair, there's no denying that they're very ape-like. Now, I'm not saying that they're an ape, but I think 60 or 70% of these guys, I think, is some kind of an ape, some kind of I don't know if I would go relic hominid, because I don't think that that's really, they're not close enough to a relic hominid. I think they're more of like an upright gorilla in a lot of ways, and like 60, 70% of it, I mean. The other, 20, 30, 40%, depending on the subspecies ratios, there seems to be a lot of variation in these guys too. I feel like there's a lot of human there. Like Ron Moorhead's work, a lot of the language and the way that they been finding to do very intricate type things like braiding and care for each other, and some of the things that they can undo locks, and reports of them stealing food, reaching into coolers, and then quietly shutting the lid. That's very human-like behavior. I think apes can do a lot of that stuff, but I don't think they're going to be quite that smart. I think these things are almost as smart, if not smarter, than humans, maybe in different ways, but I don't know. We've never captured a Sasquatch and taught him how to type or engineer before. The other thing that really gets me is I think there's 1 or 2% of these things that's something else. I can't explain it, whether it's some kind of a foreign DNA, some kind of extraterrestrial, or like some people refer to as the Nephilim, or some kind of a spirit or something we don't understand. There's something mixed in with these creatures that's more than just human or ape, because if there was, I think there would be disclosure by now. I think some of the oddball reports out there wouldn't be happening, more so than just being a really good, forest ninja and being fast, and some of the other stuff we've talked about on this channel. Some of the more scientific stuff just doesn't quite cut it all the way. There's something in these things that isn't quite explainable. So what that is, I don't know. But I would say, in conclusion, they have a lot of ape in them, they have some human in them, and they got a little bit of something else. So thank you very much. If you feel I deserve it, please give this video a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Stay safe in the woods, folks, and let me know what you think they are in the comments. And please be civil in the comments. Like I said, this is just my opinion. I'm not stating it as fact, because I think everybody's got a little different opinion on this. Thanks, folks.